Today at exactly 4:44 p.m., a door opened. Archangel Michael says, it was meant only for you. Don't miss it again. At exactly 4:44 p.m., something shifted in the air. It wasn't a breeze or a gust. It was a presence. You didn't see it, but you felt it. You weren't alone in that moment, even if no one stood next to you. Archangel Michael stepped through a divine threshold that split the physical from the eternal. And when he spoke, the words didn't reach your ears. They reached your spirit. They echoed in the place beyond understanding. This door, he said, was meant only for you. But you missed it once. Don't miss it again. Every person walks through life with moments that come only once. Some pass by silently. Some arrive with thunder. But the ones that matter most often appear in disguise, like a quiet prompting, a strange dream, or an unexpected delay. You had one of those moments today. Maybe you felt uneasy. Maybe you felt pulled toward something or someone. That wasn't random. That was the door. Heaven opens rarely, and when it does, it doesn't wait. The question now is, were you watching when it opened? Archangel Michael is not sent for small assignments. When he arrives, it means there is a war, seen or unseen. He does not waste time. He does not delay. And today, when the clock ticked 4:44, he was not alone. What stepped through with him was not a word, but a decree. A heavenly announcement tied to your name, your destiny, your next instruction. The timing wasn't accidental. It was exact. It was written before time began. And when he said, don't miss it again, it was because you've seen this door before, in a dream, in a thought, or in the ache you couldn't explain. This is not the beginning. This is a reawakening. What you thought you lost is calling your name again. You circled this mountain long enough. You've waited at the edge, hoping for something to move. This is that movement. This is that signal. Heaven's door is not like earthly doors. It doesn't swing open with force. It appears when faith is present, and only those watching can walk through. His message, right now, is your second invitation. And second invitations are rarer than first ones. That's why Michael warned you. Because delay is no longer an option. From this moment forward, you will begin to notice signs. Things out of place. Numbers repeating. Dreams returning. These are not coincidences. They are coordinates. Each one guiding you back to the doorway you were meant to enter. But only one thing can open it: your obedience, your awareness, your alignment. Stay ready. Listen deeper. The timing is divine, and the door is not just for a better season. It's for your true assignment. Archangel Michael did not come to comfort you. He came to commission you. Type I am chosen to get the blessing 4744. The truth is, you've seen this door before. But back then, you didn't know what it was. You thought it was just a strange moment, a strong feeling, a dream that faded too fast. But now Archangel Michael is revealing the truth. That moment was a message, a calling, a warning. And even though you walked past it, heaven didn't close the door forever. God remembered you. And today at exactly 4:44 p.m., he opened it again. This time, not as a whisper. This time as a command. You might be asking yourself, why now? Because this is the hour your spirit is finally listening. You've been pulled, pressed, and purified. You've cried in silence and waited without answers. But it wasn't wasted. Heaven was preparing you. Now your eyes can see what you missed before. The door is open again because your heart has changed. You are ready in ways you don't even know. The enemy wanted to distract you, delay you, and drown you in doubt. But heaven said no. Type I am rising to get the blessing 7856. You don't need to understand everything right now. You only need to obey the next instruction. Michael's words are not suggestions. They are assignments. His suit is gone, and his presence is heavy. That means something spiritual is happening around you. Your room may feel normal, but something holy is moving. Do not ignore this. The 444 door is not physical, it is spiritual. It opens in the invisible realm and leads to divine changes in the visible one. That is why your life has felt unstable lately. You were standing near the door without even knowing it. Many people live their whole lives without seeing their door. But God didn't let that happen to you. He is calling you by name. Yes, you. The one who thought they weren't worthy. The one who made too many mistakes. The one who almost gave up. God chose you anyway. He didn't choose you because you're perfect. He chose you because He placed something eternal inside of you. And now, it's time for it to rise. The 444 door is not just about what you will receive. It's about what you must release. Type I am chosen to get the blessing 6882. Every open door requires a decision. God does not force you to walk through it. He invites you. But the enemy will try to stop you. He will use fear, confusion, and distractions. That's why Archangel Michael is standing by the door. He is not just announcing it. He is guarding it. He is ready to fight for you, but you must be willing to walk forward. Don't say maybe later. Later is already too late. The door was open now for a reason. You were aligned for this moment. You were born for it. Think about all the times you said, "I'm waiting on God." What if He's been waiting on you? What if this is the moment your whole life has been leading to? You may not feel ready, but God sees you differently. He sees the warrior in you. He sees the survivor in you. He sees the chosen one. Do not shrink back. The door is already open. Heaven is already moving. The only question left is this: will you move with it? Type I am anointed to get the blessing 9111. You might feel small. You might feel tired. But you are still chosen. God doesn't need your strength. He needs your surrender. And the moment you take a step toward that door, you'll feel the fire of His Spirit rise in you again. The dreams will come back. The voice will grow louder. The darkness will break. But you must say yes now. Not later. Not tomorrow. Now. Because this door has your name on it. And what's on the other side is not just your future, it's your freedom. Type I will walk through to get the blessing 5555. You not delay again. You've come too far. Heaven has waited long enough. The door is open. Michael is watching. And God is speaking. This time, you cannot miss it. Type I receive it now to get the blessing 8444. You have stood in front of many doors before, but none like this one. Those were doors of lessons, tests, and waiting. But this door, the one that opened at 4:44 p.m., is a door of release. It does not just lead to blessing. It leads to breakthrough. It is the door where delay ends, where promises begin. This door was not opened because of your strength. It was opened because of God's mercy. His timing is perfect. And today He said, enough waiting. It's time to move. Archangel Michael did not come with soft words. He came with a divine order. You must not miss this again. That means this moment is urgent. Something from heaven is being released now. Something that has your name on it. And if you do not take your step, it will pass to another. This is not said to scare you. It is said to shake you. Heaven only opens doors like this once in a generation. If you are seeing this, then you are that generation. Type I will not miss it to get the blessing 7331. This door leads to places you prayed about for years. Rooms where your voice is heard. Spaces where your gift finally fits. But it also requires separation. You cannot carry old things into new places. You must let go. Let go of shame. Let go of fear. Let go of the voice that keeps saying, "You're not ready." God does not open doors for the perfect. He opens doors for the willing. And right now, all He needs is your yes. You may not know what's on the other side, but you can trust the one who opened it. Remember, it was not a man who unlocked this door. It was not your effort, not your talent. It was heaven's timing, divine intervention. God chose 444 for a reason, because 4 in the Bible means creation. And at this moment, God is creating something new in your life. A new chapter, a new assignment, a new identity. You are not who you were before this door opened. Type I choose obedience to get the blessing 8202. Look at how far you've come. All those times you wanted to give up. All the nights you cried and nobody knew. All the prayers that seemed unanswered. God saw them all. And even when you thought nothing was happening, the door was being prepared. Now it is open, and the silence is over. Do not let fear talk louder than faith. You are ready. Heaven is moving. And Archangel Michael is not just watching. He is walking with you. Your yes today will break things tomorrow. The chains in your family line. The fear that ruled generations. The limits that kept you small. One yes, and it all begins to shift. This is not emotional hype. This is prophetic truth. You are standing at the threshold of something eternal. You are not just stepping into a new season. You are stepping into your true purpose. But it won't happen until you act. Doors don't wait forever. And this one has already waited once before. Type I'm stepping in to get the blessing 6120. Do not delay. The door is open. Heaven is watching. And your moment is here. Say yes. Take the step. Enter now. Type I receive this moment to get the blessing 4900. When a door like this opens, it's not just for one soul, it's for many. Each video we share is a seed, being sown into hearts across the world, calling the lost back into the light. Right now, rivers of living water are flowing through these messages. I hear the Lord say, this is your moment to carry the fire forward. If you feel the Spirit stirring you, I invite you, not to donate, but to partner with heaven. Support this mission through Super Thanks, membership, or a seed offering via the PayPal link in the video description. As you give, I declare Malachi 3:10 over your life, that God will open the windows of heaven and pour out blessings you cannot contain. To those who give, I bless your obedience as a prophetic act. Doors will open in return. So now, move now. Heaven is moving with you. The enemy always tries to attack what heaven is about to release. That's why things felt heavy before this moment. The delay, the confusion, the strange emotions, it wasn't random. The enemy knew the door was about to open. He tried to distract you. He tried to make you tired. He tried to make you believe nothing would ever change. But now you see the truth. The pressure was a sign. The darkness didn't mean you were lost. It meant you were close. The door was just a few steps away. When heaven moves, hell shakes. And at 4:44 p.m., the shaking was loud. The enemy panicked because he knew you were about to see it. That's why your past started showing up again. Old fears, old people, old habits. Don't fall for it. They came to block your view. They came to close your eyes. But the door is still open. Archangel Michael made sure of that. He's standing between you and the enemy. His sword is drawn. He is here to war for your next chapter. Type I break every delay to get the blessing 7,660. Every time you almost stepped forward, something pulled you back. You blamed yourself. You said, maybe I'm not strong enough. But now you know it wasn't just you. It was a spiritual battle. The enemy didn't want you to see who you are. Because if you saw yourself the way heaven sees you, you would walk in power. You would rise in boldness. You would speak with fire. That's what the door leads to. Your spiritual authority. The real you. The version of you the enemy fears most. The door is not just about promotion. It's about position. Your place in God's plan. That's why Michael came. To protect your position. Heaven is not confused about who you are. Only the enemy wants you to doubt. But God wrote your name into this moment. That means nothing can erase it. You are not late. You are not behind. You are on time, because God is on time. And 4:44 was not random. It was a divine signal. Type I cancel every lie to get the blessing 6,881. There is still a fight happening around you. But don't be afraid. The door has already opened. The battle now is in your mind. Will you believe what God said or what fear says? You cannot agree with both. Choose life. Choose truth. Choose faith. God is not asking for perfection. He is asking for your yes. And once you give it, everything begins to shift. Even the things you thought would never change will begin to move. The enemy's voice gets loud when you're close to breakthrough. That's how you know you're near it. The attacks are not proof you're failing. They're proof you're dangerous to the darkness. Heaven is backing you. Michael is beside you. The door is open. You don't need to fight alone anymore. This is not your strength. It is God's Spirit. This is not your battle. It is heaven's war. And the victory is already written. Type I stand in truth to get the blessing 9,003. Lift your head. Wipe your eyes. You are still called. You are still chosen. The attacks did not cancel your assignment. They only confirmed it. Let this be the day you stop doubting and start walking. The door is open. Step forward now. Type I enter with power to get the blessing 5,111. You may feel like this moment came suddenly, but the truth is the instructions were always there. God has been speaking for a long time. You just didn't know what to look for. The dreams you didn't understand. The people who came and left quickly. The moments that made no sense. They were all small signs pointing you to this hour. The door that opened at 4:44 p.m. was not random. It was planned. And heaven has been preparing you even when you weren't aware. Sometimes we look for loud voices. But God often speaks in quiet signs. A number on a clock. A whisper in your heart. A feeling you can't explain. Those were your instructions. And now, as the door stands open, you begin to remember them. You realize God never stopped speaking. He was just waiting for you to listen. Archangel Michael's message is not new. It's the same message heaven has been repeating again and again. You are chosen. You are needed. Now walk. Type I remember the signs to get the blessing 8228. Look back and you'll see the pattern. At night you couldn't sleep. It wasn't just restlessness. It was a spiritual stirring. That conversation that felt out of place. It was divine timing. That moment of pain that led you to pray. It was a heavenly push. God used everything to point you here. Even your pain became prophecy. Even your weakness was used as a warning. And today, it all connects. You are not late. You are aligned. The instructions don't always come in full detail. God gives steps, not maps. And your next step is obedience. Not knowing everything but trusting completely. The door is open, but the walk through it requires faith. You must move without seeing the full picture. That is how heaven works. If you wait until it makes sense, you'll miss it again. But if you move with faith, heaven will light your path as you walk. One step at a time. One yes at a time. Top I walk by faith to get the blessing 7890. God is not testing you. He's trusting you. That is why he gave the instructions in pieces. So you would keep listening, keep watching, keep drawing near. And now that the door is open, it's your turn to respond. You don't need another sign. The sign already came. The time already arrived. The angel already spoke. This is not a season to delay. This is a season to obey. Heaven is waiting for your answer. You are not the only one being affected. Your obedience unlocks doors for others too. When you say yes, your family sees freedom. Your children walk in peace. Your generation receives grace. This moment is bigger than you. That's why the instructions were so detailed. God didn't just want to guide you. He wanted to position you for impact, for breakthrough, for legacy. Your yes changes more than your life. It changes lives around you. Type I accept the call to get the blessing 6044. You are ready. You are able. You are not empty. You are equipped. Every lesson, every tear, every delay prepared you for this door. Archangel Michael's message is the final confirmation. You have waited long enough. The door is open. The instructions are clear. It's time to walk. Type I move now to get the blessing 4477. Every time God opens a new door, something must be left behind. Not everything can go with you into your next season. This is why many people miss their door, not because they are blind, but because they refuse to let go. But you must let go now. Let go of who you thought you had to be. Let go of the fear that controlled you. Let go of the people who kept pulling you backward. The door that opened for is narrow. Only obedience fits through it. There's weight you're still carrying that doesn't belong anymore. Guilt, regret, old pain. That weight will not fit through the open door. Archangel Michael is not just guarding the door. He's guarding the way forward. If you try to carry the past into your future, the door will close. This is not punishment, it's protection. God is asking you to travel light because what's ahead requires freedom. You cannot step into power while dragging chains behind you. Type I release what held me to get the blessing 6332. Think about the things that are still in your hands. Bitterness, silent anger, fear of failure, You cannot hold those and walk forward. The door demands surrender. God is not asking you to be perfect. He's asking you to be willing. Willing to drop what no longer serves you. Willing to trust Him. Willing to go even when it hurts. This is what separates the called from the chosen. Many are called, but few are willing to let go. Letting go does not mean forgetting. It means trusting that God knows what should stay and what must go. He will give you new strength, new people, new purpose. But first, He needs an empty space in your hands, a place where He can pour new oil. That is why Michael came, not just to announce the door, but to remind you that this walk must be holy. And holiness begins with surrender. Type I empty my hands to get the blessing 7007. You were never meant to carry all this weight. That's why you felt so tired, too heavy. It's not that you were weak. It's that you were holding what God never meant for you to carry. This is the moment to lay it all down. Every fear, every doubt, every memory that will let go. Drop it now, at the foot of the door. The future will not wait for what the past refuses to release. The pain was real, but so is the promise. Don't let the old voices steal this holy moment. The door is open, and heaven is watching. The things behind you cannot define the things ahead. The world may remember your mistakes, but heaven remembers your yes. And right now, God is not looking at what went wrong. He's looking at what you're willing to release, what you're ready to walk away from so you can walk into something better. Type I am free to move forward to get the blessing 5119. This is your moment. Say goodbye to what held you back. Step forward into what was always waiting. The door is open. Your hands are light, and your spirit is ready. Type I enter with nothing but faith to get the blessing 8220. Some people think open doors are only about blessings. Money. A million. Favor. But the door that opened at 4:44 p.m. is different. It's deeper. It does not just lead to things. It leads to identity, purpose, power. It leads to who you were always meant to become. You are not just walking into a new place. You are walking into a new version of yourself. The door was not open to give you something. It was open to awaken something inside you. This is why Archangel Michael's message is serious. Don't miss it again. Because when you walk through this door, you are stepping into your assignment. The one written in heaven. The one the enemy tried to block. This isn't about comfort. It's about calling. You were not born to just survive. You were born to shift atmospheres, to pray with fire, to speak with boldness, to break generational curses. That's why this moment matters. Type I accept my true purpose to get the blessing 6400. God is not opening this door for your entertainment. He is opening it for your elevation. And true elevation comes with responsibility. That's why He allowed the waiting, the paying, the stretching. He was preparing you to carry the weight of your calling. What's on the other side of this door is not just reward, it's responsibility. You will see things differently. You will hear His voice more clearly. And you will begin to walk in a new kind of authority. When heaven opens a door, it changes the way people see you. Some will be drawn to you. Others will be disturbed. Don't be surprised. The oil on your life will attract the hungry and irritate the fake. But that's not your job to manage. Your job is to obey, to go forward with courage, to remember that this moment is sacred. Archangel Michael did not speak to your emotions. He spoke to your destiny. This door is not about feeling. It's about fire. Type I carry this fire to get the blessing 5771. You might feel unworthy. Well, not as uncalled, qualified, you qualifies the called. He chose you knowing everything about you. He still said yes. And now it's your turn to say yes back. This is not about what you did before. It's about what you're ready to do now. God needs your voice, your prayers, your hands. He is releasing power through your obedience. You are not just walking into a season. You are stepping into spiritual authority. The reason the enemy fought you so hard is because of what this door unlocks. It's not just a change in your life, it's a shift in the lives of others. You are becoming a carrier of light, a breaker of chains, a door for others. Yes, this door was meant for you, but once you walk through it, you'll become the one who holds doors open for others behind you. Your obedience will echo. Your surrender will speak loudly in the Spirit. Type I am ready to be used to get the blessing 7448. You were not just chosen. You were trusted. Heaven opened this door because God believes you will walk through. And when you do, the world around you will begin to change. Do not take this moment lightly. The door is holy. The fire is real. The time is now. Type I step into my divine role to get the blessing 7110. When you walk through a divine door, your voice begins to change. It no longer sounds like fear. It starts to sound like fire. You speak with a new kind of power. People may not understand why, but you will know. It's because something in your spirit shifted. That shift began at 4:44 p.m. When the door opened, so did your spiritual mouth. And now, heaven is waiting to hear what you will speak. Will it be doubt or will it be destiny? Archangel Michael wasn't just announcing a moment. He was awakening your voice. Because your words have power. Power to heal. Power to break chains. Power to declare what God is doing. The enemy tried to silence you for years. Through pain. Through shame. Through confusion. But heaven has restored your voice. And not just any voice. A voice that moves things in the spirit. A voice that echoes in both realms. Type my voice carries fire to get the blessing 6933. You may feel like you don't have the right words. But God is not looking for perfect speech. He's looking for a surrendered sound. When you speak what He says, miracles follow. Doors open. Strongholds fall. You don't need to be famous to be powerful. You just need to be obedient. Even a whisper can shake the earth when it's filled with His Spirit. This is why the door opened, to release the sound inside you that was hidden for too long. Speak to the dry places. Speak to the broken parts. Speak to the dreams that died. Your voice, filled with God's Word, has resurrection power. And it begins now. Begin to declare over your own life, I am chosen. I will rise. I will not miss this again. Say it out loud. Let the atmosphere hear it. Let the enemy tremble. Archangel Michael didn't come so you could stay silent. He came so you could awaken your authority. Type I speak and things shift to get the blessing 8024. Your voice will not sound like the old you anymore. Because you are not the same. The fire has touched your lips. The oil has marked your mouth. What you speak now will carry weight. So be careful what you say. Bless and do not curse. Declare and do not doubt. Speak from the Spirit, not from your fear. The power of life and death is in your tongue. Use it like a sword, not a toy. You are called to speak life, over yourself and over others. People around you may notice the change. They may ask, why do you sound different? Smile and tell them, because heaven opened something in me. Don't be afraid to use your voice for God. Speak boldly. Pray loudly. Prophecy when led. The door that opened at 4:44 didn't just invite you in. It unlocked your authority. Now speak like someone who's been trusted by heaven. Because you have been. Type I release heaven's voice to get the blessing 5770. Say it again. I will not stay silent. I will not live in fear. I will speak what God gives me. I will pray until chains break. I will sing until walls fall. My voice is not weak. It is anointed. My words are not empty. They are filled with God's power. The door opened to raise my voice. And now that it's open, I will never be silent again. Type my voice will not be wasted to get the blessing 6311. If this door didn't matter, the enemy wouldn't fight so hard to keep you from walking through it. Every strange delay, every sudden fear, every moment of confusion, it was all part of the battle. The battle wasn't just around you, it was inside you. The enemy couldn't close the door, so he tried to close your faith. But he failed, because you are still here, still listening, still seeking, and that alone is proof that you're ready for what's next. Archangel Michael is a warrior angel. When he shows up, it means a war is happening in the spirit realm. You may not see it with your eyes, but it's real. Heaven doesn't send Michael unless something powerful is about to shift. The door that opened at 4:44 was not small. It was massive, and it terrified hell. Because when you walk through it, things in your family, your mind, your purpose will begin to break open too. The enemy knew what was coming, and he tried everything to stop it. Type the enemy will not win to get the blessing 7557. This is not just your fight. This is a generational battle. You are breaking things that tried to live in your bloodline. The fear, addiction, rejection, poverty, confusion. You didn't start this battle, but you will end it. Because God chose you as the one who would walk through the door and change everything. And that's why the pressure increased. That's why it got harder when you got closer. Pressure always comes before power. Even now, the enemy will try one last time. He will whisper, "You're not strong enough. You can't do this." But he's lying. Because the moment you step through the door, he loses his grip. That's why he's so loud right now. Don't listen. Silence him with your faith. Speak louder than the fear. Declare the word over your life. Say, "The door is open and I will walk through. This time, I will not miss it." Type I break every attack to get the blessing 6112. You are not alone in this battle. Heaven is backing you. Angels are surrounding you. The Spirit of God is inside you. You are stronger than you think. You are not just surviving. You are advancing. You are taking ground that belongs to you. And even though the enemy came like a flood, God is raising a standard. You are the standard. You are the one chosen to shift the story. And your story is not over. It's just beginning. Every battle you faced up to now was preparing you. The tears, the trials, the waiting. It built endurance. It built fire. It built faith. You didn't break, you grew stronger. And now that the door is open, you must step through it like the warrior you are. Not crawling, not doubting, but walking with fire in your eyes, and heaven in your voice. You were made for this. Type I win this war to get the blessing 7441. This is your hour. This is your battlefield. But victory is already written. Walk through the door. Let the enemy see your strength. Let heaven hear your yes. This battle is not just for you. It's for every soul connected to your obedience. Win it well. Type this battle ends with me to get the blessing 8000. Right now, you are standing on holy ground. This is not just a video. It's a spiritual battlefield, and your victory is shaking the enemy's grip on many souls. As the fire of heaven falls through every word spoken, I invite you to become a part of this divine mission. Sow into the fire. Let your giving become a spiritual weapon. Support this ministry through Super Thanks, membership, or PayPal. The link is in the video description. As you give, I release Psalm 20:4 over your life. May He give you the desire of your heart and make all your plans succeed. Your gift is not a donation. It's a declaration, a seed of faith, a prophetic act. Step into the fire. Support what God is doing here. Heaven is watching. Every divine door has a time limit. It does not stay open forever. The door that opened at 4:44 p.m. was opened by God's hand, but it will not wait forever. This is not to make you afraid. It is to make you aware. Heaven's windows open in appointed times. When they do, everything in the Spirit moves fast. This is your moment. But if you wait too long, the door will begin to close. The clock is ticking, not as a threat, but as a holy reminder. Archangel Michael's message was clear. Don't miss it again. That means it was missed before. Maybe you hesitated. Maybe fear won. Maybe you didn't even realize it was your moment. But now you know. The light is shining on the path. The invitation has come again. And this time, your yes must be louder than your fear. Your obedience must be quicker than your questions. Heaven is moving, and it will not pause. Type I will not delay to get the blessing 7084. You don't need to have it all figured out. You just need to say yes while the door is still open. If you keep waiting for the perfect time, you'll miss the divine one. God opens doors in strange moments, during storms, during pain, during silence, because He wants your faith, not your full understanding. The people who move with God are not always the smartest. They are the quickest to obey. The door is still open, but not for long. This is your chance to move. Think of the people in the Bible who missed their moment. Lot's wife looked back. The rich young ruler walked away. The 5 foolish virgins ran out of oil. They were close, but not obedient. And because of that, they missed the open door. But you don't have to. You can be the one who says yes in time. The one who steps forward while the light is still shining. The one who hears the warning and moves. Type I choose obedience now to get the blessing 5885. Heaven is watching your response. Not just your words, but your steps. The door is real. The moment is holy. But your movement must match it. Every second counts. Every delay matters. The door does not wait for comfort. It responds to courage. This is why you've been feeling the urgency, the quickening in your spirit, the sense that something must happen now. That's the Spirit of God calling you forward. Don't say, "I'll do it tomorrow." The enemy loves that sentence, because tomorrow is always a day away. But today is the day of movement. Today is the day of breakthrough. Today is the day when your yes becomes your key. You are not waiting on God. He's already opened the door. He's waiting on you. Will you move? Type I step while the door is open to get the blessing 6099. Let this be your moment. Let your spirit rise. Don't miss it again. Don't delay. The time is now. The door is open, but not for long. Type this is my time to get the blessing 5666. The moment you walk through a door opened by God, things begin to change. Sometimes slowly, sometimes suddenly, but nothing stays the same. The people around you will notice it first. Your words will sound different. Your eyes will look brighter. Your spirit will carry a new peace and power. The door you walk through marks you. It places a divine touch on your life. You begin to feel a fire inside you, not fear, but focus. You may feel unsure at first. That's normal. Every shift begins with a stretch. But don't be afraid. God has already gone ahead of you. He knows what's waiting on the other side. He didn't open the door to trap you. He opened it to transform you. As you walk through, heaven walks with you. Angels walk with you. The Holy Spirit leads every step. You are not alone. You are being guided by light and protected by fire. Type I will walk by faith to get the blessing 8012. People may not understand your change. Some may even question you. Why are you different? Why are you speaking like this? Why don't you do the old things anymore? But don't let that stop you. The door that opened was for you, not for their approval. Not everyone will walk with you through this door. Some were only meant for your past. But God is bringing new people, new favor, and new strength to match your new path. Things will begin to open quickly. Opportunities, revelation, healing. You'll hear God more clearly. You'll know what to do next. It will feel like doors are opening within doors. That's how divine alignment works. Once you obey one instruction, the next one is revealed. But it all starts by walking through. That's why Archangel Michael stood at the entrance, to make sure you know this step matters more than you can imagine. Type I say yes to what's next to get the blessing 6701. You are now in a divine flow. The Spirit is moving ahead of you. The path will not always be easy, but it will always be right. Every step you take is a seed. You are planting obedience, and heaven will bring the harvest. Do not look back. Do not slow down. Keep moving forward. The same God who opened the door will keep it open until you are fully through. You are not in danger. You are in destiny. Expect resistance, but do not fear it. Every open door draws attack, but you are covered. You are walking under a divine word. God has marked you. Archangel Michael is fighting for you, and the enemy knows he cannot win. Just don't stop walking. Keep praying. Keep moving. Keep trusting. The door is your sign that your next season has already begun. Type I walk with fire to get the blessing 7888. This is your new reality. You are not just visiting this space. You belong here. Heaven has called you here. Stay in alignment. Stay obedient. And never forget, the door didn't open by accident. It was always waiting for you to arrive. Type I was made for this to get the blessing 6990. After the door opens, the test will come. He always does. Not to break you, but to prove you. To show you what's real inside of you. Sometimes, we think once the door opens, everything will be easy. But the truth is, the enemy waits on the other side too. He wants to make sure you regret saying yes. He sends confusion, delays, and even silence. You might wonder, did I really hear God? But do not fear. This is not punishment. This is preparation. Every person used by God went through a test after the door. Abraham, Joseph, David, Esther. The open door gave them access, but the test gave them strength. Now it's your turn. The door you walked through will be challenged. Your faith will be stretched. Your emotions may feel shaken, but that doesn't mean you're wrong. It means you're getting stronger. Heaven is not far. It is watching and cheering you on. Type I will not be shaken to get the blessing 6442. This test may look like silence. You pray but don't feel anything. You obey but don't see results right away. That's when many people turn back. They say, maybe I made a mistake. But not you. You've come too far to turn around. You didn't come through the door for comfort. You came for calling. This test is the sign that you're in the right place. The enemy only fights what he fears, and he fears what's in you. This is the time to stay close to God. Read His Word. Speak His promises. Worship even when you feel tired. Your strength will come from His presence. You don't need to figure everything out. You only need to stay in alignment. The test is not to destroy you. It's to prove you are ready for more. What's on the other side of this test is greater fire, deeper peace, and stronger authority. Type I will pass this test to get the blessing 7337. God is not testing you to watch you fail. He is testing you so He can promote you. Every attack you face right now will become a testimony. Every tear will become oil. What feels like a trial is actually training. Heaven is preparing you to lead, to speak, to war in the Spirit. That's why the pressure feels strong, because the power coming is even stronger. Your obedience is building muscle in the Spirit. The test may come from people too. Some may mock your change. Others may try to pull you back. Don't be moved. You don't answer to them. You answer to heaven. Let them talk. Let them walk away. You had a door to protect. You have a destiny to carry. Your yes is holy. Your obedience is sacred. Guard it with everything you have. Type I will stay faithful to get the blessing 5991. When this test is over, you will not be the same. You will walk in greater fire, greater grace, greater understanding. Let this season shape you. Let it grow you. You are not failing. You are forming. Keep walking. Keep trusting. You are passing through fire, but you will come out gold. Type I was built for this test to get the blessing 5105. When you obey the voice of God and walk through the door, a reward follows. Not always right away. Not always in the way you expect. But heaven never forgets obedience. God sees every step you took in faith. Every prayer you prayed. Every battle you didn't speak about. And He remembers. There is a reward for the one who enters the door. A reward for the one who did not turn back. A reward for the one who kept going even when it hurt. The reward is more than blessing. It is alignment, clarity, divine peace. Your spirit becomes clear. You no longer feel lost. You wake up with purpose. You walk with calm confidence. People will notice the change in you, even before you speak. You have heaven's oil on your life now. You shine in ways you didn't before. And that light is not pride, it's proof. Proof that you entered when the door opened. Proof that your yes was real. Type I walk in my reward to get the blessing 7,770. God begins to surround you with what matches your calling. Right people, right places, right timing. It no longer feels like you're forcing things. You don't chase, you attract. Because you are in position. It's what the open door was about. Not just entering a new space, but becoming a new person. A stronger, bolder, freer version of yourself. The reward is not just something you get. It's someone you become. You may still face challenges, but now you face them differently. You know who you are. You know who walks with you. The fear doesn't last long. The doubt doesn't speak as loud. You pray with faith. You speak with fire. You dream with boldness. And when people ask, what changed? You'll say, I walked through the door when heaven opened it. The testimony alone will bless others. Type I am becoming who I was meant to be to get the blessing 6,886. Your reward will also be influence. People will be drawn to your light. They will ask you for prayer. They will watch how you move. You won't need to impress them. Your presence will carry peace. You'll break atmospheres just by walking into rooms. That's not because of you. It's because of the oil you carry. The door poured something on you. Heaven marked you. And now others will notice. But don't let the reward make you forget the reason. Stay humble. Stay grateful. Keep your eyes on the one who opened the door. Because more doors are coming. This was not the end. It was the beginning. Obedience to this door prepares you for the next one. And the more you say yes, the more God will trust you. That's how His kingdom works. One step opens another. One door leads to many. Type I will remain faithful to get the blessing 5,440. You are not just blessed, you are trusted. You are not just anointed, you are appointed. The reward is real. The shift is here. And it all began at 4:44 p.m. when a door opened and heaven said, don't miss it again. You did. You entered. And now everything changes. Type my reward is here to get the blessing 8,601. There are moments that come only once. But there are also moments that return, not out of luck, but because of grace. The door at 4:44 p.m. was one of those moments. God saw your hesitation the first time. He heard your prayers. He watched your struggle. But instead of closing the door forever, He opened it again. He sent Archangel Michael to make sure you would not miss it. And this time you didn't. You heard the call. You felt the shift. And even with trembling hands, you said yes. That yes changed everything. It moved heaven. It silenced hell. It broke fear. It wrote your story. The moment you stepped forward, you stepped into alignment. You stepped into divine timing. You stepped into a life that is no longer run by delay, confusion, or regret. You are not the same person who stood frozen before. You are the one who moved. Type I did not miss it to get the blessing 4,444. You may still be growing. You may still have questions. But one thing is now certain. You are on the path God designed. And once you step into your right door, your feet begin to walk in power. Every step forward is no longer guesswork, it is guided. Your voice is no longer quiet, it carries truth. Your heart is no longer afraid, it is anchored. That's the gift of obedience. That's the reward of not missing your moment. The enemy will still try. He will whisper lies. He will try to remind you of the old you. But the old you didn't walk through the door, you did. The new you is rising. Strengthened. A million. Set apart. That's why this moment matters. That's why this story is different. Because this time, you answered heaven's invitation. You entered while the door was open. Stay close to God. Keep listening. More doors will come. And now, you'll recognize them. Now you will be ready. Because this experience marked you. It trained your spirit. It opened your eyes. You don't have to chase signs anymore. You've become someone who lives in divine rhythm. The door opened at 4:44 p.m. And you walked through it right on time. I was right on time to get the blessing 9114. If this word has lit a fire in your spirit, know this. It was not just for you. Someone else's door is still waiting to open, and your support can help make that possible. When you give, through super thanks, membership, or the PayPal link in the description, you're not giving to a person, you're giving to a purpose. You're sowing into souls, releasing oil, and fueling a movement of awakening. Isaiah 22:22 says, I will place on his shoulder the key. What he opens no one can shut. I speak this over every giver right now. Keys are being placed in your hand. Doors are opening in return. Don't just watch them move. Become part of it. Give boldly. Give prophetically. Give now.